Hi there, my name is Richard McMahon from the Numerical Reasoning Tests website, passmyjobtest.com, and in this tutorial I will teach you how to pass any numerical reasoning test. So if you have to carry out a numerical reasoning test, make sure you stay tuned because I am here to help you. It is my aim to get you to pass your test. And just very quickly, please make sure you subscribe to this channel because lots of you are passing your tests as a result of the content I'm uploading, and I don't want you to miss out. Now, within this tutorial, I will cover a multitude of different practice numerical reasoning test questions to help you prepare effectively. Now, before I give you a whole host of questions and answers, let's quickly work through a number of numerical reasoning test tips. Now, the following tips will make a big difference to your preparation and your performance during the real numerical reasoning test. So, here's how you will be assessed during your numerical reasoning test. You will be assessed against your speed. So, you need to work as fast as possible. And my advice is in the build up to your numerical reasoning test is to practice as many questions as possible under timed conditions, and we will be doing that during this presentation. You will also be assessed against accuracy, and it's important to note that you can lose marks for incorrect answers. So all forms of wild guessing is out. You will also be assessed against your ability to correctly answer a variety of different numerical reasoning test questions. And that's why it's so important that we practice lots of different sample questions before your real test. So the type of numerical reasoning test questions we need to cover to get you fully prepared for your real test are as follows. Do not neglect to practice simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division calculations. These are easy wins, but it is important that you practice them under timed conditions before the real test. We also need to cover percentages. Percentages are common during numerical reasoning tests. We need to cover ratios, degrees, and also number sequence patterns. So these are the most common type of questions that are asked during numerical reasoning tests. So let's now start working through some example numerical reasoning test questions, some solutions and answers to get you fully prepared. So here's what I will do. I will give you a sample numerical test question, including a full working solution, and then I will get you to try a similar question under timed conditions. And that's useful because it will help you to progress and improve whilst we work through this tutorial. So let's start off with a very basic numerical reasoning test question. Question number 1. Tom has £17. He spends £1.50 on chocolate, 75 pence on a fizzy drink, and £4.60 on a bus ticket home. How much change does he have left? Now, the thing to look out for with questions of this nature is you are given additional information which is largely irrelevant to the question, and it's designed to throw you off course. So they're talking about chocolate, fizzy drinks, and a bus ticket home. Just focus on the calculations. So step 1, decide what the calculation is with the question. And in this case, we need to perform a simple addition and subtraction calculation. And then step 2, carry out the calculations. So we put together the numbers of what Tom spends, £1.50, 75 pence and £4.60. We add those together, so a basic addition calculation to get £6.85, and we then subtract £6.85 from the total that Tom has, £17, to get the answer £10.15. Now, even though this is very basic, it is important you practice lots of them because these questions are quick wins for you. You can get the points in the bag quickly, which will give you more time later on during the more harder type of numerical reasoning test question. So make sure you get fast at simple calculations such as these. So now it's your turn to try one. Please put your answer to question 2 in the comments section below the video for marking. I'm going to come on here each day and personally mark your answers for you. So make sure you put your answers in the comments section below the video. And by the way, calculators are permitted. If you want to use a calculator, please feel free to do so. So this is how it will work. I will read out the question, and on the right hand side you have a timer. And I'm only going to give you 15 seconds to work out each question. If you can answer the question in 15 seconds, you are doing fantastic. So, here's the question. Question 2. Stephanie has £21. She spends £2.50 on cake, 80 pence on a cup of tea, and £7.60 on a bus ticket home. How much change does she have left? Is it A, £10 and 1 pence, B, £9.60, C, £10 and 10 pence, D, £11 10 pence, or E, £1 and 11 pence? Please put your answer to question 2 in the comments section below for marking. Here's the timer. Okay, well done. Now, if you do need more time, please feel free to pause the video. It's important that you work out how to calculate these questions. So just to make sure that you fully understand what's required, try another one. Please put your answer to question 3 in the comment section below the video for marking. Question 3. Alisha spends £35 on a jacket, £17 on a necklace, £60 and 20 pence on a pair of shoes, and £4.80 on a bus ticket home. How much change will she have left from £130? Is it A, nothing, B, £13, C, £17, D, £16, or E, none of the above? And you have the time it takes the timer to go down to put your answer to question 3 in the comment section below the video for marking. Here we go. Okay, brilliant. Well done. So let's now try a different type of common numerical reasoning test question. And this is called number sequences. These are quite fun. They come up a lot during numerical reasoning tests, but it's important that you understand how they work so you can answer them correctly. And the question goes, number 4, which number comes next in the sequence? So we are given a sequence of numbers. Starting from the left and working across to the right, we have 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, 96, 192, and we have to calculate which number comes next in the sequence. So my advice is to always start on the left-hand side and then look for a pattern. So straight away, I can see a pattern. And the more practice you do of these questions, the better you will get at identifying the patterns. So 3 times 2 equals 6. If I then do the same thing to 6 times 2, I get 12, times 2, 24, and they are just multiplying by 2 as they go along. So very basic, but it's quite hard sometimes to identify the pattern. So to get the correct answer, all we need to do is calculate 192 times 2, and therefore the answer is 384. And that will go there. So now it's your turn to try one of these. Please put your answer to question 5 in the comments section below the video for marking. So which number comes next in the sequence? You have 101, 96, 91, 86, 81, 76, 71. So you can see it's a subtraction calculation. That's a hint. And you have a number of options. Is it A, 66, B, 70, C, 76, or D, 65? And you have the time it takes the timer to go to the bottom to put your answer in the comment section below for marking. Here we go. Okay, brilliant. Well done. I hope you're enjoying these. They are going to get progressively harder. But the important thing to say is if you are still here with me, well done, congratulations. One of the most important things to remember when preparing for numerical reasoning tests is perseverance. You have to stick with it and practice loads, which is great that you are doing that right now. So let me quickly show you another type of number sequence numerical reasoning test question that you need to look out for. Make sure you look out for these. Question 6, which 2 numbers come next in the sequence? So this is a little bit harder. So we have 1, 11, 8, 18, 15, 25, and we have to then decide which 2 numbers go there. That looks really difficult. However, again, if we start on the left and start searching for patterns, we can straight away see that the odd numbers 1 to 3, the difference is 7, and then number 3 to 5 is 7. So therefore, the odd numbers are increasing by 7 each time. So I would add 7 to 15, which I'll show you in a second. And then the even numbers, number 2 to 4 is going up by 7. And then 4 to 6 is also going up by 7. So the pattern is 7 added on each time. So 15 plus 7 will give you 22. And 25 plus 7 will give you 32. So the answer there to that numerical reasoning test question is 22 and 32. And as you can see, it's important that you practice lots of these. These are common during numerical reasoning tests. So it's important that you practice lots of them. So now it's your turn to try one. Please put your answer to question 7 in the comment section below the video for marking. Here we go. Which two numbers come next in the sequence? 48, 10, 46, 16, 44 and 22. So is it A, 40, 26, B, 42 and 28, C, 26 and 40, or D, 28 and 42? And you have the time it takes the timer to go down to answer the question. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Or is it E, none of the above? Here we go. Brilliant. Well done. And now try another standard numerical reasoning test question. This is a basic one. Let's see if you can get this right. I'll just throw these in periodically. So please put your answer to question 8 in the comments section below. A man swims 69 lengths of a 25-metre pool. How far has he swum in total? A, 1,722 metres. B, 1,725 metres, C, 690 metres, D, 276 metres, or E, 1,750 metres. Here's the timer. Fantastic, well done. Let's now move on. Let's try a different type of common numerical reasoning test question. This one is percentages. Question 9. What is 50% of 500 divided by 5? So step 1, all we need to do is calculate, first of all, 500 divided by 5. That equals 100. And then step 2, we need to calculate 50% of 100. And to do that, we just do a basic calculation of 100 divided by 2 equals 50. So now it's your turn to try one. Please put your answer to question 10 in the comment section below the video for marking. Question 10 is, what is 25% of 1,000 divided by 25? Is it A, 10, B, 50, C, 4, D, 40, or E, 25? Here's your timer. Fantastic, well done. So please try another one. Put your answer to question 11 in the comments section below the video for marking. Question 11 is, what is 70% of 2,000 multiplied by 3? This is harder. Is it A, 6,000, B, 1,400, C, 2,100, D, 4,200, or E, 3,000? Here's the timer, 15 seconds, off you go. Brilliant, well done. Okay, let's now try some slightly harder numerical reasoning test questions, and this time we are going to look at degrees. So question 12, the clock below reads 3 p.m. How many degrees will a large minute hand have turned when the time reaches 6 p.m? So it's important to remember that a full clock circle turn equates to 360 degrees. Therefore, for every 1 hour that passes, the large minute hand, which is that one there, rotates 360 degrees. And that's the large minute hand. So let's read the question again and do the calculation. So it says the clock below reads 3 p.m. How many degrees will the large minute hand have turned when the time reaches 6 p.m? Well, 3 hours will have passed. So it's 3 p.m. now. 1 hour is 4 p.m, 2 hours is 5, and 3 hours is 6 p.m. Therefore, 3 full turns equals 360 degrees times 3. Therefore, the answer is simply 1080 degrees. So now it's your turn to try one. Please put your answer to question 13 in the comments section below the video for marking. And the question reads, the clock below reads 3 p.m. How many degrees will the large minute hand have turned when the time reaches 5:30 p.m? So it's a little bit harder for you. Is it A, 540, B, 600, C, 1080, D, 2.5, or E, 900? Put your answer to question 13 in the comments section below the video. Here's your timer. Okay, brilliant. Well done. So please try just one more. Put your answer to question 14 in the comments section below the video for marking. Question 14. The clock below reads 3 a.m. How many degrees will a large minute hand have turned when the time reaches 1 p.m? So read those carefully. The clock below reads 3 a.m. How many degrees will a large minute hand have turned when the time reaches 1 p.m? This is hard. Is it A, 360, B, 10, C, 1080, D, 3000, or E, 3600? This is a hard one. Let's see if you can get it correct. Here's the timer. Marvellous, well done. And again, if you're still with me, I'm really proud of you. You're doing fantastic. So make sure you look out for variations of this numerical reasoning test question that are designed to catch you out. What do I mean by that? Let's have a look at another one. Question 15. The clock below reads 3 p.m. How many degrees will the small hour hand have turned when the time reaches 6 a.m? So that's the small hour hand. Now there are 12 hours in one full 360 degree turn. We already know that. Therefore, for every 1 hour the small hand turns, that equates to 30 degrees. So all we would do is do 360 degrees, divide by 12. So every 1 hour turn of that small hand equals 30 degrees. So if that's 30 degrees, 3 p.m. through to 6 a.m. in the morning equates to 15 hours. So therefore 15 times 30 degree turns equals 450 degrees. So make sure you read the question carefully. That's very important when undertaking any form of numerical reasoning test. So now it's your turn to try one. Please put your answer to question 16 in the comments section below the video for marking. So here we go. The clock below reads 3 a.m. How many degrees will the small hour hand have turned when the time reaches 2 a.m? This is difficult. Is it A, 12, B, 12,000, C, 690, D, 3,000, or E, 6,900? And you have the time. It takes the timer to go down to the bottom to put your answer in the comments section below. This is hard. Here we go. Fantastic. Well done. Okay, let's now try a different type of common numerical reasoning test question. And this one is ratios. These are quite hard, but it's really important that you try them because they do come up a lot during numerical reasoning tests. Question 17. A newspaper has 15 pages of current affairs, 12 pages of lifestyle, and 18 pages for sport. So what is the ratio of current affairs to lifestyle to sport? Give your answer in its simplest form. So you notice there we're given more information, current affairs, lifestyle and sport, that we don't really need. So don't focus on it, focus on the numbers. So the numbers we have is 15, 12 and 18, and we have to work out the ratio of that in its simplest form. So the way to do that is to calculate which number all three of those numbers is divisible by. And that is 3. So 3 goes into 15, 3 goes into 12, and 3 goes into 18 as follows. 15 divided by 3 is 5, 12 divided by 3 is 4, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. Therefore, the ratio is 5 to 4 to 6. So now it's your turn to try one of these. please put your answer to question 18 in the comment section below the video for marking. This is difficult. A magazine includes 36 pages of lifestyle and 12 pages of self-help and 8 pages of sport. So what is the ratio of lifestyle to self-help to sport? Give your answer in its simplest form. Is it A, 18:6:4, a ratio of 12 to 2 to 2, a ratio of 9 to 3 to 2, 18 to 1 to 2, or E, a ratio of 3 to 1 to 4? Here's your timer. Fantastic. So make sure you look out for variations of this ratio numerical reasoning test question that are designed again to catch you out. Here it is. Question 19. Elliott has £1.50 and David has £2.20. What is the ratio of Elliott's money to David's money in its simplest form? Now, because the amounts are in pounds, we need to convert them to pence to be able to work this out. So £1.50 equals 150 pence. And £2.20 equals 220 pence. Therefore, the ratio is 150 to 220, but we need to get it in its simplest form. So both amounts are divisible by 10. Therefore, the answer is 15 to 20. The ratio is 15 to 20, and that's the lowest it will go. So now it's your turn to try one of these. Slightly harder. Please put your answer to question 20 in the comment section below the video for marking. Here we go. Question 20. Liz has £12 and Steph has £8.50. What is the ratio of Liz's money to Steph's money in its simplest form? A, 12,000 to 850. B, 6 to 4.25. C, 12 to 85. D, 120 to 85. Or E, 24 to 17. And you have the time it takes the timer to go to the bottom to put your answer in the comment section below. Here we go. Okay, so you have done absolutely fantastic. You worked through 20 questions with me. The next thing to do is I want you to try some more numerical reasoning test questions online on your own computer or smartphone. Click that link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video and go through to my website, passmyjobtest.com, and you can get access to a whole host of more numerical reasoning test questions that will help you to practice further. I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to put all your answer in the comments section below the video, and I'll come on here each day and mark them for you personally. And please do give the video a like. As you can see, a lot of time and effort goes into making these videos, and I would very much appreciate your support. Thank you very much for watching and for persevering with the video. Well done for getting to the end, and I wish you all the best for passing your numerical reasoning test. Have a brilliant day.